Finally, what about API monetization, right? As I said, you can create plans and define limits, and you can do billing based on that. But sometimes you want to do billing based on the real number of API calls, or you just want to get this data to create some reports and to get some insight about the usage of the API based on the user group or some information like that. So if you remember correctly, in the root table we had this label API product page, and the reason why we added this label is because we want to apply this transformation policy so that we want to add a new metadata called API based that has this value product page when we have this label. So this metadata is very nice because it's a metadata that we'll be able to use in the access logs. So I just create this transformation policy to add this metadata when a call is going through the root table we have created for our API. I'm going to create this envoy filter to define which values I want to get in my access log, so customizing the access logs that we will have in this gateway. And now if I go here, again, you remember I was logged as a user. I've been able to authorize myself here with my API key. I've been lucky, I did store it here. So I'm going to copy this key and authorize that, close it, and send the request now. Oh, I think I made a mistake in my browser. Okay, so now I'm trying to send the request here, and I get the right response. And I can now look at the logs of my gateway that I have in the JSON format. I just changed the format that I wanted to get. And you see a lot of very interesting things here, right? So I get obviously the path of the request, and I get the status, like the response code. I get some other information. But imagine if you have like an API with many different calls, you don't really want by yourself to determine, okay, because if it's this path, then I want to find out which API it is, and I know it's like the product page. We have added this dynamic metadata, like I said before, and it's very useful because now I know that this call is a call to this API product page. I don't need to do any manipulation of paths to find that out by myself. So it makes my life a lot easier. And I can see that the user plan that has been used here is the gold one. And I can see as well that the user is like this user1@example.com that has been extracted from the metadata during the authentication based on the API key metadata. So really useful information. You can now scrap these access logs and store them in any database. We have also this open telemetry collector stack in the platform, so we are going to make it also easier for you to receive all this data automatically.